One of the 3 new starter Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet just took 7 world records in one day. But how did they do it, you might ask? Let's dive into the speedrun category that started it all. Path of Legends is the category where you take on one of 3 main storylines, and the goal is to collect Herba Mystica in order to heal the main character Arven's good boy, as well as earn power-ups on your legendary bicycle, Miraidon or Koraidon, depending on what game you're playing. But in order to do that, we have to defeat Titan Pokemon, which are basically oversized Pokemon guarding the prize of Herba Mystica. Titan Pokemon don't actually have different stats from regular Pokemon until their second phase, where you'd think they would get an entire boost to every stat, considering this giant aura that surrounds them, but all they do is boost HP. Sometimes going as far as to boost it 3 times the normal amount. So in order to speedrun through every Titan Pokemon, we need something that knocks them out fast. And for the longest time, that chosen Pokemon was Flamigo. Flamigo is a silly but powerful Pokemon with a ridiculous base attack. And this attack stat, alongside moves like low kick and acrobatics, gave it every tool it needed to take out Titan Pokemon. But thankfully, most Titan Pokemon weigh enough to give a huge boost in power to low kick, since the more a Pokemon weighs, the more powerful the move becomes. And if a Pokemon doesn't weigh a lot, acrobatics makes up for it. Originally, the route was done with a low level Flamigo starting at level 6, but eventually evolved to using a level 17 one instead. This took the route from times above 1 hour all the way down to 53 minutes. During this time, Flamigo not only took this world record, but every single one of them. Any percent, Path of Legends, Victory Road, and even Starfall Street fell to the wrath of Flamigo. It was just way too good, and this made categories feel less special. So a movement originated by Pokemon speedrunner Irondre that would be called Stop Flamigo started up a trend that would take over Path of Legends in the most insane way possible. Just like you can affect my channel in the most insane way possible by subscribing. And while you're at it, consider checking out my video on how me and Chugga Conroy did a co-op speedrun where we caught every single Pokemon. During Irondre's quest to stop Flamigo, he began experimenting with the starter Pokemon, and one such starter was Sprigatito. Sprigatito evolves into the monstrous Meowscarada, which is arguably the most powerful grass starter to ever exist. And once a speedrun route was developed, this inspired some of the world's fastest Pokemon Scarlet and Violet players to join in on the race to finally stop Flamigo. The first routes for Sprigatito began by only taking advantage of its physical move. And with a base 110 attack stat, it's easy to see why. We ended up drawn to moves like Seed Bomb, Flower Trick, Night Slash, and Low Kick, almost all of which had incredibly fast animations that could compete with Flamigo. As we set new times with this powerful cat, we got closer and closer to our goals with this route, until finally a breakthrough. And the first person to stop Flamigo would be Trivvaria. She started off her run by buying 4 X attacks that she would use for important fights right before flying to Arven's lighthouse. She then proceeded to backwards long jump up a cliff, which stopped her legendary bicycle from falling down it, right before she could get a medium candy into a large candy, then headed directly to Cloth immediately after, right before dumping every single EXP candy in order to evolve Sprigatito. This let her reteach the move Seed Bomb in order to obliterate the Rock Titan Cloth in both phases, earning her the power to boost on her legendary bicycle. Once she was free from the cutscenes, she immediately performed another BLJ right behind Cloth's spawn location, headed towards the city Zapapico directly ahead of her, and grabbed as many candies as she could along the way, until eventually she got the fly point for the normal gym town before flying back to Zapapico. This was all to gain enough EXP candies to get a high enough level before the Titan Earthworm, which was just in time to teach Low Kick and Flower Trick to her big cat. Low Kick's base power is determined by weight, while Flower Trick is a guaranteed 70 base power grass move that always crits each time you use it. With Low Kick, she easily destroyed Earthworm, giving Trivvaria access to high jump, letting her easily leap over mountains, reaching the Sky Titan at a much quicker pace than normal, where the bird was also obliterated by Low Kick. After destroying her third Titan, it was time to take on the last two, and she had all the tools she needed for a swift victory against at least one of those. The reason why I say one of those is because Dodonzo and Tatsugiri are absolute monstrosities that easily kill your run with a few bad instances of RNG. But not for Trivvaria, who got one of the best Dodonzo Tatsugiri fights I've ever seen. Dodonzo comes packed with Body Slam that can paralyze you and Water Pulse which can confuse you. Combined together, and you're gonna have yourself a bad time. Same can be said for Tatsugiri since it has access to Icy Wind, Taunt, Muddy Water, and Dragon Pulse. Best case scenario is pretty much anything except for Icy Wind, since Icy Wind not only knocks you down to Dragon Pulse kill range, but also makes you slower than Tatsugiri. This becomes a problem since no matter what, you have to give Tatsugiri one turn to do whatever it wants by setting up a single X attack on your cat. But once the False Dragon Titan is finished, you have but one massive threat waiting for you before you can finish the Path of Legends speedrun, and that is a fight with main character Arven. Arven leads with this disgusting greedent that makes fighting a starter Pokemon with the right stats less likely than being hit by lightning, which is exactly how I describe getting hit by Greedent feels like. Since you need to set up 2 X attacks in order to sweep Arven, you not only have to watch for paralysis from 2 separate instances of Body Slam, but you need very high HP and defense IVs to survive. But Trivvaria pulled through, surviving on a whopping 3 HP. This let her Flower Trick Greedent, Night Slash Scovillain, and Toedscruel low kick Gargonicle and Cloyster, all before finishing off Mabostiff with a powerful Flower Trick, landing her the first ever world record to finally beat Flamigo.
That's the final time. 53:47, beat the world record by 9 seconds.
But the community wasn't done just yet, because less than 20 minutes later, it was my turn, and I had a different way of going about it. Instead of the monstrous attack stats, I focused on special attack. While it may seem like an odd strategy on the surface, I had a massive reason for doing so, and that reason was Grass Knot. Much like how Low Kick's base power is affected by a Pokemon's weight, Grass Knot is as well. And thanks to a newer member of the speedrunning community, Mocha Jones, I was able to find a really fast Grass Knot TM on the ground. So I came up with a quick route to follow with the help of a couple of speedrunners and got to work on a new world record. I started my speedrun by avoiding moves that I knew wasted a ton of extra time reteaching or teaching through the TM machine, and instead chose to pick them up from the ground since I knew it was faster. And the 2 moves I would pick up would be Grass Knot and Aura Sphere. Aura Sphere would be used to take out Earthworm and Bombardier in place of Low Kick, while Grass Knot would be used to take out the rest. This not only knocked out the Titans faster than I could with physical moves, but also made them a lot easier. These strategies eventually got me a time closer to a 52-minute personal best, but not even 30 minutes later, Saiyan Sync would bot me by a whopping 40 milliseconds. This was then followed up by another world record within 20 minutes of Saiyan's time, and one more a few hours later, both set by Chris LBC, a Spyro speedrunner that's been absolutely crushing his way through some sick leaderboard times. I even managed to sneak in the first ever 52-minute speedrun of Path of Legends with the Super Glide glitch I covered in this video that lets me fly at speeds faster than I ever could do normally. But Saiyan Sync is a man that loves his Pokemon Scarlet and Violet world records and would soon blow the competition back with a devastatingly low 52-minute time in Path of Legends without glitches. And this was done with a purely physical attacking cat. Seeing this made many of us question entirely if using a special attacking cat was the way to go. But I knew the potential special cat could unlock considering how much time I had botched in my own run. So with the help of many optimizations from Garfield the Lightning and some sick notes from Irandre, I knew it was time to show the true potential of Meowscarada. And after 2 hours of resetting for a god cat, this is the run that I got. 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Oh, that's the cleanest I've done that ever. Oh, and we got a good warp. Please, please. No. I hope this thing disappears in front of me. Like, obliterate. Please go away. Go away. Go away. Yo, that is solid overgrow too. Hell yeah. Love to see it. Mother of God. Oh my God. I almost fell off the cliff. Oh. Oh. Pokemon speedruns are very, very heavily underrepresented. There was definitely a time where like streaming was enough to make it happen. But to make digestible content that stands out from other people can be quite hard. But I guess besides that though, yeah, just like find your 2 unique skills. And then from there, don't post videos in the sense that you want them to blow up. Post videos to learn more about how you want to represent yourself. And then as time goes on, you're going to find people that really like what you do. I saw an opportunity to make a absolutely insane thumbnail that got 70,000 views. And then I knew if I wanted to keep going, I had to perfect my craft, make it shorter, make it like nice, digestible. I learned so much from that like video blowing up. I skimmed over it a lot because of the fact that it was supposed to be a sequel to what I was already creating, which was this little series that did pretty damn well, starting from like insane glitch discovered or Pokemon Violet, Scarlet and Violet speedruns. And I was like, yo, I'm going to show off like these really cool tricks while I work on like how the glitch route is going to like do. And during that, as it like reached a wider audience, but this video right here, I made a crazy thumbnail. I changed that thumbnail so many times to try and represent what like the glitch was. I eventually clicked in my brain, like this like flash of inspiration clicked in my brain because I'm a big Star Wars fan. I was like, hyper speed, let's go. And I went with it and it did really well. But again, a lot of those comments told me what I was doing wrong. And I took that as a learning thing, especially with like a lot of the constructive criticism that was put forward. And from there, I made my recent video of the speedrunning progression. Oh my. Of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I challenged myself to make a 20-minute video, nearly 20-minute video that would represent the best way you could possibly lowering what I would do, what I would put out to people and explain to them in a way that any audience would be able to understand. And now it's paying off. And I'm doing that for every video now. Here we go. Kinda. Why? What's up? Did that kill? I got the one shot. Let's go, dude. Okay. That's record pace. That is world record pace now. Oh my God, it's tiny. All right, here we go. I hope you find your voice, Chris. It's a very rewarding process. Good. Bad. High roll. Crits. Okay. Okay. Bless up. If we get a good fight, this is world record pace. I just need Don or Tatsugiri to be nice. Dragon pulse me. Dragon pulse me. That's still fine. Do you take down? That's fine. Taunt again? GG. All right. It's up to one more fight. That was insane. Now flower trick is guaranteed to crit. That's insane. Oh my God, this pace right now. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
51:32 best possible time. This can almost beat record by a minute. And I was doing this so casually. Good Lord. I told the entire story of like my recent YouTube success too. I hope this makes it. What's up? Let's go! World's first 51. Let's do it. One. Two. Let's go! Yes! Okay! Yes! 51, baby! I ain't never seen a 52, and I never will! Let's go! Woo! Love to see it! Oh, baby! Shoutouts to Garfield the Lightning for the amazing strats. Shoutouts to Josh for pioneering this beautiful category. Shoutouts to Saiyan for the amazing competition. Shoutouts to Iron for bringing up the idea of pulling out Sprigatito. And shoutouts to One, my beautiful Sprigatito, for being amazing. Amazing run. Pokemon Scarlet's Path of Legends in 51 minutes by me. Glitchless. GG. Woo! And that's where the world record stands today. Is what I would have said if I'd released this video 2 days ago. So if you want to see me try and take it back live, be sure to head over to my Twitch and subscribe here for more cool Pokemon speedrunning content.